My name is Lena. I was 8 years old when my world ended. My mother died suddenly, an illness that swept her away before I even understood what death really meant. One day, she was holding me in her arms, singing me to sleep. The next, I was alone in a house that no longer smelled like lavender and warmth, but like alcohol and anger. That's when my father changed. No, perhaps he had always been that way, but now there was no one left to shield me. He stopped looking at me like a daughter. He started seeing me as a burden, an object, a thing to control, punish, and silence. He drank every night. The sound of the front door slamming shut was my cue to freeze, to become invisible. Because if he noticed me, I knew what would come next. His fists, his screams, the breaking of plates, and my sobs, muffled into the pillow so the neighbors wouldn't hear. Sometimes I wondered if anyone did hear, but no one ever came. I lived like that for years. Birthdays passed without candles. Holidays meant nothing. I grew up not with memories, but with scars. Some on my skin, most on my soul. When I turned 17, he told me I was going to be married, just like that, to a man I had never met. I raised you. Now it's time you earn your keep, he said with a shrug, like I was some kind of debt to be paid off. His name was John. He was 10 years older than me, educated, handsome, in a cold sort of way. And from the outside, people thought I was lucky. What a joke. John never hit me. He didn't need to. He used words instead. You talk too much. Don't wear that. Don't go out. No one else would put up with you. He didn't want a wife. He wanted a shadow. I became the ghost of a girl, trapped in a house full of silence. Every day, I cleaned a spotless home. Every night, I lay beside a man who didn't touch me, didn't talk to me, unless he needed something. I wasn't living. I was enduring. There were moments when I'd stand on the balcony, looking down, and wonder, what if I jumped? Would anyone care? Would John even notice I was gone? But something inside me always stopped me. A whisper, a flicker, hope. I don't know, but it was enough to keep breathing. Then one rainy afternoon, something changed. I was in a cafe, trying to read, more to escape than anything else. That's when he approached me. Adam, he asked if the seat was taken. I looked up, about to say no, but something in his eyes made me pause. Kindness, softness, no agenda. That day, we just exchanged names, but he returned the next week and the next. Our conversations were simple at first. Books, music, weather, but week by week, wall by wall, I let him sigh a little more of me. He never asked too much, never pushed, just listened. And I talked. God, I talked like I hadn't spoken in years. I told him about my favorite childhood song, the way my mother used to braid my hair, how I used to dream of becoming a teacher. And one day, I told him the truth about my father, John, the way I had been buried alive in my own life. He didn't flinch. He didn't try to fix me. He just took my hand and whispered, "You deserve better, Lena. You deserve to live." For weeks after that, I couldn't sleep. His words haunted me in the best and worst way. Could I really leave? Could I really start over? The idea felt like trying to breathe underwater, but he was patient. He never pressured me. He only said, "When you're ready, I'll be there." And one morning, I was ready. I packed a single bag, just clothes, a photo of my mother, and all the strength I could gather. When I stepped out that door, I knew I'd never go back. He was waiting at the train station, holding coffee, smiling. I ran into his arms, and for the first time in my life, I felt safe. Now we live in a small apartment by the sea. It's not fancy, but it's home. I've started painting again. I laugh. I sing in the kitchen. Sometimes I still cry at night. The trauma doesn't vanish. It lingers like a shadow in the corner of the room. But I'm no longer alone in the dark. Adam loves me in ways I never thought possible. He reminds me every single day that I am not what happened to me. My name is Lena. I lost everything. I was broken, used, silenced. But now I am whole. I am free, and I am finally beautifully alive.